Welcome back. All right, let's talk about your resume header. Now, at this point, you're probably a little confused. Isn't it a pretty simple thing, a header? But actually, every single detail in the header makes a difference. It's the first thing that anybody looking at your resume sees, and there are actual nuances that make a difference. So let's go through it. First of all, name. Might be obvious what your name is. There are some people who have foreign names and choose to adopt American names. How you do that really doesn't matter much. So sometimes people will put in parentheses either their foreign name or their new name. However you choose to handle that, it's fine. Definitely put your name on top. I like this layout. It's pretty general and standard. You have a line, you have some information, and then another line blocking it off. But let's go through these points. First of all, New York, New York implies Manhattan, which is where the financial district is and everything happens. 10019 is the zip code of Midtown Manhattan. I do not live there, but I'm really close. I live in New York. My commute takes me to Manhattan. Why does my actual address need to be on the resume? It doesn't. People put their addresses on resumes. I don't understand why. It's just something that tends to get shared around a lot. It's personal information. I prefer to keep it off. It's never affected me in any way. My recommendation to you would be leave your address off. If anybody needs to mail you something, they'll email you and let you know that they need your actual address. That's fine. I don't like sharing it on a resume. Another benefit of doing things this way is whichever area you want to work in, you just put down that city and zip code and you're fine. I know people who are currently in Miami, Florida, who want to relocate, move to New York the second they get a job. I've encouraged them to put New York, New York on their resume. Is it a lie? It doesn't say I live here. It says New York, New York, just as a matter of fact. And that's true. This individual will happily work in New York, New York. My personal opinion, don't put down where you live, put down where you will absolutely 100% be able to work. Next, phone number. Yes, you should put a phone number down. That's the equivalent of an email. People have to be able to contact you, whether it's a recruiter or a hiring manager. It's reasonable to put down a phone number. Then your address. Getting it's a little silly, but addresses can be written with the wrong, punctuation is a thing. So, for example, let's say, this is not my email address, but let's say this was my email address. This is how I would write it. I would capitalize the M from Mark. I would capitalize the R from Ross because it just looks classier and it doesn't actually make a difference. A lot of people tend to capitalize the G in Gmail, but that is wrong. From a grammatical perspective, whatever internet grammar means, the G for Gmail should be lowercase. So this is the way your email address should appear. There is a bit of a red squiggly line action going on over there. Shouldn't be a problem because I also recommend people to never share Word document resumes because they could be tampered with too much. So I encourage you to change it into a PDF, in which case all of the red underlinings from anything that you've spelled incorrectly, even if it's just an email address, those will all go away when you print the PDF. And that's it. And good luck with your headers.